I'm not big on fighting these days, but I don't call the cops. And I'm not big on scrapping lately. When I start, I don't stop. I just need one more person to hate me. Talk that talk. One more problem might make me kill them all. I'm a heartbreaker, kicker. I'm a hot trigger, nasty words. I got two fingers for kissers. I'm a dirtbag, no good bastard. Look, it's no more Mr. Nice Guy, so go ahead and get mad. I'll show you how easy I turn a tough guy to a dead man. I ain't your buddy. Haters are obsessed fans. If we were buddies, trust I'd crack a bud just like a red can. Bedpan full of piss and vinegar. Head scan said that I'm not crazy, but I'm similar. Let's dance, lead hands, homie, you get slapped fast. Trust me, you're a midget, I'm a monster. Every slap I throw is a finisher. I just need one more person to hate me.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Welcome to another, what the hell is today? Thursday Night Flights. We're decided to go ahead and continue on the portion of this flying light to light, the Arrows Across America, because I had a lot of fun last week, and that'll be fun to go ahead and do it again this week. Turn on a little bit of background music. And we got Icarus here with us, ready to fly. Tomorrow night's going to be kind of fun. Originally the picture I put up was a joke, but it's a riot. Couple things. Evening, Brett. Got Mr. Zenon's here. Brett plays. Fruden's here. No, William Kelly, I saw him. And Icarus. Welcome, everybody. Just want to touch base. There's a going to be a new all-American F1 team. Going to do a Haas didn't do and actually base here in the U.S. and hire an American driver. Looks like it's all going to go through. It's been approved by the FIA. Andretti's finally getting his team. He's paired with Cadillac, General Motors, so Cadillac will be entering F1 soon. That's a little bit of racing news. There's also, I posted a video on my, posted a quick video on my channel of a friend Christian Sarnecki passing 3 cars at the start of the race and making his stick on a track he'd never been to before. So if you got a minute and want to see a couple views of that pass, it's pretty good. On that note, I have the time is set for like 8:30 or 8 in the morning. So I say we get in the air and go find some lights. These bases, these little airports, were how they were set up back in the day. They had 3 little crosswinds directions you could land at. Oh, I forget this one has brakes. I have heard from the guy that the author of this mod, his next route is going to have the next update is going to have the entire route from San Francisco to Seattle in it. And of course, I forgot to check that arrow. Which way was it going? I got to gain some speed anyways, so I'll spin around here and check. Gotta get a little altitude and a little speed, which takes its own sweet time with this old bird. It'll get off the ground quick, but it takes forever to get up to speed. I hope you're feeling better, Mr. Brett. I knew you said you had a little bit of a cold. There's the arrow. There it is. Now let's go up over this hill here. Tonight should be a little bit more fun than the last ones because the sun's going to come up here shortly, and we're going to be getting into the mountains. We did have to cross the mountains at some point. Full of snot. Oh, that's pleasant. It's always pleasant. Whoa, 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 whoa. Pulled the mixture back too far. See, this one's a little touchy. Oh, there's my light. There's my light. I see it. All right, down there, Chris. The wife is worse. Oh, that's too bad. That's pretty rough. Well, my sister and my nephew both had COVID a week ago. Oh, power lines. That's bullshit. Full of shit. So, hope I don't get that way. Yeah, coughs and all. It's a little bit rough. I'm considering doing one of these. Not maybe it's kind of like a fly-in, and see if we can get together and fly this one of these stretches of this route with no name tags and no nothing. Like, shut it all off. No instruments, no name tags, and try to keep an eye on each other and try to get to the end. Fly one of those splits off this. I think that might be fun. Trying to, like they did, no instruments, no nothing, just what you have in your cab. It's hard to see some of these points of interest, or the lights from the cab view. I noticed when I was flying in VR, I had to tip my head out the side of the aircraft a lot to see them. You do the home test now. I think I can see the next one after this one. Looks like there's a bunch of windmills. This one might be a little tight to get into if they're right in amongst the windmills. Watch my engine. I don't feel like replacing it. Get my trim all squared away here. Yeah, they tried to give everybody in the United States a couple of those home tests. You just call and they'd send them to you. I first realized I had it when I made a big old pot of jambalaya. It was a pretty spicy Cajun food, and I took a big mouthful of it and I couldn't taste anything. Nothing. It tasted like absolutely nothing. Like, well, shit. Guess I got COVID. Went to the drive-through test. I don't think I really need to go down and check the arrow. I can see the next one already. But we'll take a look at it. Five negative rat tests at home. I remember when they first started doing the testing, my neighbor got a positive test, was told to lock down and everything. He never even went. He had to miss the test, but they sent him a thing that he was positive and had to lock down and couldn't leave his house, and the sheriff's officer was going to come by and check. He's like, dude, I didn't even go. I missed my test date because I couldn't get there. Oh, yep. I pointed off on the next one, which I've lost now. Oh, there it is. They got a piece of your brain with that long ass Q-tip. Yeah, they definitely use some long ones. When I went for the first vaccine, it was a riot. You have to list all your medical conditions, and I list them all down, and the nurse come over with a shot, and she goes, "Oh, just a minute." She walks back, comes back with the doctor. She goes, "I can't guarantee this shot will work for you, and it's not been tested for anybody with these conditions before. But we still recommend you get it." Oh, that's Gunner. I didn't realize that was Gunner. See how much I'm paying attention. Hey, Gunner. Hey, if anybody's curious, it should be out sometime tonight or early tomorrow. He has done some massive, psychosis doesn't count. He's done some massive improvements to the B-21 Raider. He's done some huge improvements to it. Looks a lot more like the render that Northrop put out. And the nose wheel works now. The steering works. It feels more like a bomber and less like a fighter when you fly it. Time since I have it set at sunrise. I'm just going to let it roll. I think the height on these lights on top of these windmills is a bit off. Oh, clip the wingtip. So part of tomorrow we'll be flying the new one, the new updated version. Part of tomorrow's Friday night hangout. A cookie to anyone that guesses where the first picture I posted in the Discord chat is. Yeah, I thought that was a bit too much. You can also drop bombs with the new one. That's a thing. The new update. Yeah, I was originally going to start a whole bunch of shit, but I figured I didn't want to get canceled that bad. I mean, I know I'm going to get canceled eventually, but putting a picture of the B-21 heading for the Kremlin is probably not the best idea in the world. Edwards to Vegas with the pickles hot. Take off from it. Something's wrong with my music, like really messed up. I don't know. My money went to Vegas, stayed in Vegas. Well, they don't call it lost wages in Nevada for nothing. Spicy pickles. I don't like pickles. I don't like vinegar. I don't like anything with vinegar. That might be a little too loud now. Looks like there's more windmills down here, but they don't have them in the sim yet. Yeah, those are windmills. I'm not going to play with the weather, or the, not the weather, I'm not going to play with the lights tonight. I'm going to let it come up and see how good I do during the daytime. This Boise, Idaho, we're coming up on some big city. I think it's Boise. Shows how much I pay attention and I never notice that the cars have little headlights and taillights. That truck is killing a bunch of people going the wrong way down the highway. Yeah, that's good. So I hope everyone's New Year's going well. My dad has a great big buck that's just starting to grow new horns. He's already shed his horns. A great big buck that comes out and hangs out in his backyard right now. In all hunt season, never shot one, never saw one. Never got a deer this year, and that big old buck hangs out in his yard now, eating out of the bird feeders. How fitting is that? Hey, there's Cthulhu Head. There's the pickles that are spicy. I don't know. I'm not even going to guess on that one. I just kind of left that alone. I'm afraid it was a euphemism for something I don't know about, and I didn't want to feel old. Oh, look at that sunrise. You get some beautiful views in this sim. They're just insane. High yield bomb. Discord live stream up. They're going. Oh, yours. Yeah, I probably can't go look at it. You're, what are you at, sunset? I'm at sunrise. And I got partly cloudy on, or some clouds, or whatever it is. I don't have live weather because I didn't want snow. Oh, cool. I got lights going off. That's cool. I think you're a moderator. You probably, no, you can't link it, can you? Discord? I don't know. I think this might be a fun thing to do during the day. Set it for daytime. Get a few people together that want to try to fly it with no flight plan, no instruments, just not even name tags. Alright, the other one's over this way. I didn't even see it. Didn't even look for you. Whoa, shit, that was touchy. That was not planned. I don't see it, but sometimes I'm too low. Like if it's up over a hill. GBU 39B for days. Silent but deadly. Yeah, those things are crazy. There it is. Just had to get up high enough. It's on the other edge of that bridge. Your first night footage. I think a daytime flight, trying to do it with actual, just being able to, with no name tags, no nothing, just everything off, just the planes. Try to fly it might be fun. Not even, maybe not even film it or live stream it, just for fun. snowed on me last night. The thing about snow, it sneaks up on you on the night. No thunder, no lightning, no loud raindrops on the roof. Oh, it friggin' poured here last night. The river got so high. Right now, it's over 1,000 cubic feet a second going down the river in front of my house. It'll be your first night footage. I've been in thunder snow. We had thunder snow in that big snowstorm we had a couple of weeks ago. We had thunder snow. Got a full moon tonight. We had the big thunderstorm, or the big snowstorm that dropped 3 feet of snow. I was sitting here and all of a sudden I see a flash out my window. I was like, what the hell? And then boom! It's like, oops, yeah, thunder snow. I think it's the 4th or 5th time I've seen it in my life, but it's pretty rare. But like I said, we got so much rain last night it poured. It was supposed to be ice, but it never got that cold. And it poured buckets. And the river's at over 1,060 cubic feet a second going by the house. That's insane. That's a lot of freaking water every second. Contrary to expectations, the scariest snowstorm I've ever been was not in Alaska, but Wisconsin. One thing, Alaska, you're a lot more prepared for these types of snowstorms. Because you just know what's going to happen. It's like here. Lightning hit a tree that was about 50 feet away, scared the crap out of everyone as we were walking to our cars. Holy crap, yeah, especially when it's snowing and you're not expecting a lightning flash. That's madness. Plus Alaska, you don't get the wet, warm snows. I don't imagine as much as you do down here with the crazy conditions. There's Mr. Dave. Hello. Okay, we're not doing anything fast tonight. We're just chilling with the mail planes again. I'm on sun up and Icarus is on sundown. Up there, I just see you popped up ahead of us there. Blizzard of 93. I think the worst winter storm wasn't so much a blizzard, was the ice storm that we had up here that knocked out power for weeks, literally. Some areas were out for a month and a half, where it snapped every power pole in the North Country. Like power poles snapped like dominoes. Just literally one snapped, and the weight of that one brought the next one. It was like the whole street would go at once, and you snap, 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 right up the street. Then you know you're going to be without power for days. 3 and 4 weeks, some areas or more. It was crazy. It was 25 years ago this year. Freezing rain. Yep. The freezing rain is the worst, and we had that big ice storm. It was 25 years ago this year. It was crazy. My mother was a nurse, and they had the National Guard and a Humvee taking her out to see her patients because she was a county nurse, home health nurse, to check on people at home. And the roads were all closed or trashed, and the National Guard would take the nurses around to see their patients and pick up a lot of the patients to get them into a shelter area where they could be gotten to easier. When it was crazy. They were helicoptering people to safety in shelters because the roads were closed. Yeah, most of us weren't too bad because we all heated with wood, so, you know, if you got a wood stove, you can cook and you can boil water and you can have heat, so it's not really, of course, 25 years ago we didn't really have all the But we had electronics, but not the addiction like we do now. You just grab a book and sit down and enjoy the fire. There was no going to work. It's just, the roads were all closed. You had to explain black ice to a person who never saw snow. Well, she eventually discovered what exactly like this was the first time while driving at night. Ooh. Black ice is deadly, dude. You know it, I know it. Anybody that's ever come across it knows it. Freaking invisible ice looks just like the dry road, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're whee! I'm sliding. Oh, Icarus gonna zip on ahead there. Black ice is probably the worst. It's funny though, I would rather drive two no-nos in the black ice and yellow snow. Here, Brett, you got that absolutely right. 100% on that one. It's just so freaking weird today having a flood today, Justin, for filming. It's all good to have a flood today, January. You know, it's January 5th. It should be below zero, and the river should be building massive amounts of ice instead of flooding. We should have 2-3 feet of snow on the ground. You know, I would rather have snow on the roads than slush. I hate slush. When you get like 3 or 4 inches of slush, you can't do anything. I mean, powdered snow over ice is super slippery, but first ice storm you were in was Greensboro. We actually had to do an emergency landing to Charlotte where it wasn't much better due to fuel running out. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's hairy. When your divert runway is not much better and your runway, you don't have many more places to divert because you're low on fuel. Hey, if anybody has this add-on and you like it, please make sure you go on to flightsim.to and rate it, comment on it. Because he doesn't have buy me a coffee or anything set up, so the least we can do if we like it is to push it as much as we can. We're in the pattern for an hour and the only airport talking anyone in was Charlotte. Ugh. We delivery. Lucky the old dude gets it delivered. Look at that shit. What a lazy bastard. He doesn't even have to go out and get it. Fucking old hippie. Let's see where we're going here. Where's the next one? I don't see it blinking. I'm going to let the sun go ahead and come up so we can start to see stuff in the stream. It says it's over this way a little bit. Hitting a new strain out, Icarus Heat. Indoor indica. Oh dear Lord. Only weird idea was the stuff taking over my lawn. Melt your face. I kid you not, I called my mother freaking out one time. It's one of the first times I really pulled my back badly, hurt my back bad. They put me on these massive muscle relaxers, and I called her telling her my face was melting. Oh, I can just see it blinking over that ridge. I was too low to see the next one. Gain a little altitude here. I've been sober for so long I would be afraid to even touch weed, because last time I touched weed I beat somebody up. I'm grumpy to begin with. Everyone's like, oh, you get laid back. No, I get fucking meaner than I am now. So best not to pass it to me. I'll settle for my, what the hell do I have tonight? I have apricot tea. Look at that sunrise. I am making the wrong turn when I look backwards. Well, I can see two of them now. I had a blunt cutlass, now it was 3 sheets. I assumed it was a regular cigar. Steaks were made. I was just getting fights. It was just not good for me. It is whatever. I was a mean drunk too, so it's like I was mean anything. Just add alcohol or drugs, and I was an asshole. I mean, I'm an asshole to begin with, but it made it much worse. There's your rest areas from Truck Simulator. ATS probably blew through here in Idaho. Got the little turnaround and everything. Where you come in and get weighed, go around, back out. Like I said, if you missed it, you want to check out. I put up a video of a friend of mine, of the kid Christian racing, going at Sebring, going into turn 1. He takes the lead of the race on the first lap, and he makes his stick. The kid is crazy good. His dad sent me the video of 3 different positions. I wish they were a little higher quality, but they are what they are. But if you get a chance, pop on over there and check them out. I'm going to see if I can get this stupid thing to do, if my stupid thing's even going to do anything yet. I got to call them this week if it doesn't straighten up. See if it's going to work. Nope. Yes, it finally worked. Streamlabs finally worked. See if Xenon's is going to work. Shower, grab another coffee. Alrighty, Chief. More coffee is always nice. There, it's finally working again. See, I had to threaten a call on him. Then the fucker's going to stop drinking and get back to work. There's Dave hanging out down there following the highway, scaring the hell out of the cars. Type in Icarus there, somebody. Type that one in. Make sure we get that one under there. Not laced yet. He does that once he gets it home. Oh my god. The boss responding like it's hungover. Make sure you do B21 or hangar 71. Yeah, 713. Hangar 7. Fuck, I don't remember. 714, 7171. Yeah. I only do this every freaking week, and my brain's gone. I think it's B-21, by the way. (713). There we go. Alright, I can see the other one over there, but this one must just be one of those ones that's right at the airport. But I don't see the blinky light at the airport. Which there are some of them that don't have them yet at the airports. That's 713 is I never remember the name of my working channel. I watch it. 731. Yeah, I'm here. I just see you right up there. You're right here between Dave and I both. I can't find the light at the airport though. I see the one over there. It's over there in town. No, I don't need to see the one at the airport because I can just zip over to that one. We'll go over the one in town. Pick that one up. And I can see that one. Just don't see the one at the airport. I'm sure it's down on the ground somewhere. But sometimes they were just used airports, but there should be a marker on it somewhere. Oh, I can see this one. I'm going to go use this one. I love how the town's grown up around this one, how it's actually stuck right in the middle of town. Kind of right above me there, Icarus. Alright, catch this one in town. Made dark, yeah. And dark, and you got a lot more altitude on me too, so you can probably see a lot more of them. But I never did see the one at the airport. I think there's some problems with the river here. I think they need to work on that. That or else they got some serious ship flooding going on. I love how some of these are going to be right in the middle of cities and towns as it goes along because they grew up over the years. Nobody preserved them. They bulldozed them, put up buildings. The old song says, progress came and changed the land. I know the other one's over that way, but I want to see where this one is. Right in the mall parking lot. Oh, big stadium. The Broncos. Now it's telling me there's one this way. There's one this way? Seriously? I don't think so. I think they messed that one up because I think the next one's over there. I think they messed up aiming that one. Or there's one over here and they missed it. Let's just see. I may have missed it on my markers too. I bet it went over to 14 ID and I missed it. But I can see the one over there. If I can see that one, we'll just go to that one. Airstrip surrounded by cities give me anxiety. Is on in Anchorage where you see a lot of landing gears coming down while the plane gets uncomfortably close to your auto cabin. The hell is it? Somebody at one of the cities in Ohio that's not Cleveland put on his roof that lived near the airport where the place committee put "Welcome to Cleveland" on his roof. How much RAM do your streamers have in your PC? I discovered even if I wanted to stream, there's no way in hell I could run game and streaming software. I have 64 RAM because I always do that stupid. I've done it for a very long time. I just load my computer with RAM when I buy it. It's like, how much can you put in? All right, put it in. You can mess with a lot of settings, but RAM. You can never have too much RAM. Well, you could before 64-bit came out. You could anything over a certain amount was wasteful, but now I can use it. So I just grabbed 64 in this one. But actually, I'm considering next year. This one's going to be starting to get on its way out. I'm going to wait for the new ones to come down. And I'll probably turn this one to do just the streaming. I'll put a video capture card in it and let it do all the streaming, and then the gaming rig will have just the game on it. So they'd be doing it on two different machines. What's all those lines over there? Is it a mine, or are they building houses up there? I was surprised you can even upgrade your RAM laptop. Looks like they're building a housing development or something over there. Yeah, well, that's really the only way to do it properly. I'm still doing it all in one, but I'll eventually, because the streaming software doesn't really take much, and you can run a gaming capture card on next to nothing. Second SSD, that's awesome. It's got room for it. Yeah, well, I wasn't going to make the step to buying another whole machine just to stream until I was sure I was going to do it. And we're creeping up on 500 subs, so maybe I'll actually keep doing it. If you get too low, you lose the next target. I lost it already. I saw it there for a second, and I lost it. Till tomorrow. I just wasn't planning on. I really wasn't planning on streaming to begin with. So tomorrow's gonna be fun. Fridays are usually fun. I don't know what the hell we're doing. I don't have any plans. Just gonna make it up as I go along. I'm gonna fly the B-21. They have some fun and fly it in on Moscow just for shits and giggles. Fly around Moscow in the B-21s. Yeah, probably. Flying around Moscow with B-21s with bombs. Yeah, that'll probably be bad. You know what? My dog shorts got really weird. I mean, really weird. Um, I think maybe what the algorithm does, I may be wrong, but I think what happens is they give you so much time to start doing 20, 30, 50,000 or more, 100,000 or more views. And after that, they pull you from it. Because I was doing good, 2 to 3K views, between 1 and 3 every video. It was doing really, really well. And then it tanked. And I mean, I'm talking tanked. Like 7 views, 6 views, 5 views. So I think I got taken off the algorithm because the views were terrible. And then all of a sudden 2 of them took off again. Oh, don't give me that shit. You didn't lose connection. Everything's fine. Oh, shit. And they did great. And then they tanked. And then 2 more got back up to over 1,000, 12, 1,300s. And then I put one up of Stinky today, which I pretty cool. The river in the background. She's all stay on the rock. And she got 0. I mean, literally, when I say 0, it had 4 views and 2 of them were my accounts. So it didn't do shit. So I think I'm off the algorithm. I think it pushes you for a while. You know, it's going to push you for so many months, and as you gain, good. But if you don't, eventually it's going to cut you off. It's not going to push you as much anymore because they want the people that are going to be seen by 100,000 views, 50,000 views. They don't want the 2,000 or 3,000 views. So I think they push you until a certain point, and then they say, all right, you didn't make it, you didn't go great, we're cutting you off. I mean, they tanked bad. And yeah, the algorithms are weird. I'm getting hits on stuff. It was several months ago, and it was about 2 months. The algorithm's weird, but I think what they do is they push it for a short period of time. If people start to like it, they'll push it for a while. But then if it doesn't gain, you know, I hit like a cap of 2,000 to 3,000. You know, stuff like that. You're right. You just wait for the end. Shit like that grabs people's attention. It absolutely does. I get that, but I don't want to do that shit. I'm just going to keep putting them out there. I'm not planning on them being a driving force. It was cool while they really did well. They drove a lot of subscriptions, and I mean a lot. I mean, ideally I should be around, gauging by the number of subscriptions I get. I get 1 to 2 off of every video I do of these streams. Every stream I do, I get 1 to 2 subs. But the dog videos, I was dropping those, getting 6 or 8 whenever they get to 3,000. Get between 5 and 6, so about 1 in 8 of the. I probably have about an 1/8 of the number of actual subscribers that are for the flight sim, an 1/8 of them, and the other 7/8 is for the dog videos. Which is weird because you figured at least 200 of those would see the new dogs videos, but they don't. And like I said, the one today tanked like bad. Well, that's it. That's exactly right. They push it for a while, and I don't get big enough to get ad revenue, so they drop it. Quite literally. They push it for a while, and you don't grow big enough to get to where you're going to hit ad revenue from, so they say, okay, well, we're not going to push you anymore. Or at least that's my thoughts on it, because it tanked around Christmas really bad. Either that or people only watch them at work, which is an entirely other possibility. Oddly enough, most of my viewers are India, then America, then Russia. 3rd or 4th is Russia. And for the city that's watched my videos from the most, really surprised me, that's Seoul, South Korea. For the most number of people from one city. This is a cool tower, eh? Right on top. This guy had to have a fun job. There's a radio tower up there now. See two of them. Oops. Photo op. I did something that they didn't like, and apparently I was a ghost. Maybe a lone nipple spooked him. Bikini was a 10. Try that next time. I don't know if that's one of the towers or not. That looks like just a regular old blinky tower. And a racetrack. Racetrack. Off-road racetrack, but a racetrack. That's just a regular airport blinky tower. Maybe they figured you don't need an arrow out here. It's so flat. Meanwhile, I've definitely seen a lot of drawn softcore not censored borderline NC-17 stuff too. Yeah, well, you know how that goes. Hey, there's Mr. Gunner and a Raider up there ahead of us. Guess he wants to be part of the grumpy old bastard squadron after all. Actually, he's been working hard on that, so that's where he's been most of the time. I gave him a hard time the other day about not flying along. I knew he was busy. He's crazy busy. He's put as much work into that as he has his payware one. Talk about doing well. It's over 2,000 downloads now, isn't it? Something like that. Top 2,000. You were shook. If your uncle wants you to draw furry porn, yeah, I'd have to worry about that. First of all, you wonder why your uncle knows what that is. I think the first time I ever heard about that was on what channel asking for a friend? I think the first time I ever heard about furry was CSI, the original CSI. They had an episode on it where somebody was murdered. That was furry. Yeah. I tried to convince my insurance agent the other day I could identify as a female because it's perfectly legal now everywhere, so I could get the female car insurance rate instead of the male. Almost 3K, awesome. Now, if everybody just send you $1, be all set. You know, there's a lot of farmland in the United States. Oh hell, I spent the last 2 years on the Microsoft start page banning everything liberal that I could find. And they still, I mean, they find liberal news organizations which have like 2 viewers on them so that they can still add them to my start page. It'd be more than made on the Camera 480. And once you finally get past that huge waiting game for Microsoft to get shit up on it, that'll help. That'll help considerably. You know, we'll push the hell out of anything you create new. So. Oh, it's amazing how they find stuff to put on there. It's like incredible. You go to the page and it's like, users viewed this page 6. You're like, man, you guys are getting desperate. 2 years worth of abandoned stuff. Just because I don't want to read that crap in my morning when I have my coffee in the morning. So I make it part of my morning routine to go through and don't show content from this place. Don't show content from this place. The hell is that? Oh, that's just a farm field. I got bills to pay. Yeah, I hope it gets out there. I hope it gets on there. I don't know why I moved that stick just a little bit, or the yoke just a tad, and it freaking rolls that wing right over. Not sure what's going on with that. Meanwhile, I'm over here trying to find videos on how to care for a pet rabbit, and I get just rabbit. I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way. Didn't we talk about him yesterday? Or Tuesday? Tuesday. This guy's gonna be toxic. I mean, for crying out loud, they let somebody put in a C-130 with no freaking cockpit. And there's some pretty shitty stuff on the marketplace. You would think they would do a better job at screening some of it, but they didn't. I mean, second time in 2 days we've referred to Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Yeah, gonna have to watch it again now. It's a must. Saccharine sweet or nuclear waste dump. You gotta be one or the other. I'm a nuclear waste dump. Not even gonna try to be happy and cheery. I find it interesting. My stream replays get really good views, like 60. So it's weird. Try and save our last year. Yeah, well, some of the crap that gets in there is terrible. Like I said, that C-130, I was so excited to see 130, and then I read no cockpit. It's like, what? Like, what the hell? What good is it? Flying inflatable boat, yeah, that made it in. Which way is that? Said that way? Last time I tried to be friendly, I got dirty looks. I'm my own business. People complain about society being more aloof now. Yeah, you get fucking people get mad if you're friendly. Up here where I live, it's still pretty rural, so people are friendly. Because look, when shit goes to south, like the ice storm or a bad storm, the only person you got to rely on is your neighbor, because the fucking police aren't coming because they're not around. And chances are, there's times when the ambulances and police aren't, or the ambulance, police, fire trucks aren't getting around. So the only people you got around here are your neighbors. So you kind of are friendly with them. I don't see it. I must be too low again. You know, I gotta read that. I'm not sure what altitude they used to fly at mostly. Oh, there I see it. Just over that ridge. Nope, somebody's close. Somebody's real close. I can see the tires on my... I can see the shadow of the tires. That's when you know they're close. I can see two of them. Which one is it? Gotta be this one over here. Looks closer. Where are you flying out of, Gunner? Dude, you need to hook up with one of those groups that does all the formation flying. You're always tucked in right there. Almost out of coffee, which is good because I want to go to bed tonight. And I have an apricot tea instead of coffee for the second cup. Yeah, that's why I let it continue on up so you can see everything. You should try to hook up with some of those guys because you definitely are always tucked right in there tight all the time and hanging out. I think you do well with one of those teams or the groups of guys that do that all the time. Just make sure they don't do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. There's a Raider at 16,000 feet. So I went through and loaded up I went and loaded up the F-18 the other day and flew it around for a few minutes and loaded a couple of the liveries on it, and lo and behold, I can see F-18s in the sim again. Sunday at 3 prime time, 3 a.m. I'm in bed. I am not a friggin' night owl anymore. I used to be, but I'm not anymore. I go to bed early. Really go to bed, take my nighttime medications. It's always fun. Oh, you went to the pub. We go down to the lodge, did you? The Grand Poobah? The Water Buffaloes? I settled on a new schedule for 2023. Cool. I think I saw it the other day. 3 a.m. is practically dawn. Yeah, you're right. I think I'm going to stick to... I think I'm going to stick to Tuesdays, Thursdays. If anything phases out, Friday night will go away. Not right away, but if one goes, it'll be Friday night. And Sunday morning is going to turn into at least until I can stream in VR, it's going to turn into a non-streaming flight. I'll post the flight and everything, and anybody that wants to stream it can stream it. And, because I want to get back to gliding in VR on Sundays. So until I can stream in VR, that's going to go away as a stream. Now I'm going to go back to just, we'll have a voice hangout and chat. This is pretty. They're chilling. This is a nice chill flight, and there's another stretch of this which we won't get to tonight, but it goes along a canyon. It's really incredible. Oh, you're playing me at the lodge? Of course, how many people got the water buffaloes and the Grand Poobah joke reference? Of course, the older guys did. Anybody that watched the Flintstones did. It's hard to tell people that have never seen this sim just how amazing it is. As far as, oh, the Grand Poobah and the Water Buffaloes was Flintstones. They had the big blue hats with the horns sticking out the sides. Fred and Barney went. The other day, and I was one. They were the Water Buffaloes. Yeah, it's hard to get somebody to realize just how accurate that the whole world is in here, and it's nuts. So yeah, Sunday's going to non-streaming, at least until I can get VR to stream smoothly again. And Gammy and I have a new game series coming out. We're going to be gaming together, and we're going to have a couple openings for you, a couple of you guys to come and join us. It's going to be fun. It's going to have a multiplayer server. The lighting, yeah. Which way is this arrow point? I'm lost. I'm lost. Where's the arrow? Oh, tells me to go straight ahead. There, gain some altitude because I don't see the next one. I saw some BS. How to get more done in 2 hours. 90%. Like, man, I'm pretty sure it was just life with ADHD. Yeah, the world. That novelty's a little worn off. The clouds, the lighting. You ready for your first bomb run? Alright. Anybody see this little blinky light? You're up there, Dave. You see it? I may be too low with that mountain right there. I'm also down to 3,000 feet. That's probably not smart. Knowing you're going to the mountains, they probably... There it is. As soon as I get a little bit of altitude, there it is. I see Flying Frog is an Elite Dangerous now. This map is the whole Milky Way. Yeah, I've seen that. This whole arrow beacon navigation breaks down. Not really, because if you stay on the course of the arrow, and you actually take a compass heading, when you go over there, if you take a compass heading, you'll hit the next one, even if there's no beacons. You just have to keep looking on the ground for the next arrow. Give me a machine gun, I'll surgically dismantle that fabric plane. I almost at altitude, have my target in sight. You're 50,000 feet. What's the ceiling on that thing? 60? Yeah, we're doing a private multiplayer server on the game. It should be pretty fun. I'm hoping it's fun. I'm hoping you guys enjoy it. I hope a couple of you guys come along and play. Join us. You know, I have Space Engineers, and that's one of the ones we tossed about possibly playing. We haven't told anybody what game yet. They're trying to guess last week. Or Tuesday, they were trying to guess. We haven't mentioned what game yet. I need his residents to set up the rig so I can chat in Discord. We haven't told anybody game, but they were all trying to guess it, which was fun. But Space Engineers was one we looked at. But we didn't choose that one. Maybe we'll go to that one if this doesn't shake out as well as we think it's gonna. We need more hints. It's Pong! Yeah, multiplayer Pong. More hints. There's not a lot of hints I can give you. No, not No Man's Sky. That's multiplayer and that's big. I got Empyrean too. It's, what did I say? It's still in beta. Even though it's been out for a long time. It's still in pre-release. What was the other thing we had? A calculator was very, almost this necessity of an item. Oh no, not Star Citizen. No, because it's private server available. It's a private server. You can host it ourselves. Star Citizen, you need a calculator for your wallet. Holy crap! People spend a lot of money on that game. Holy crap! They were buying ships for $10,000, $20,000. It was crazy. I'm glad they at least came out with the game because people invested a lot of money in that sucker. You did buy some ships, yeah. A lot of people bought some stuff like crazy, but I'm saying I don't mind buying ships, but back then they were buying ships for 10 grand, 20 grand for a ship. It's like, holy shit. I mean, they raised a lot of money. Flight Sim DOT to suck right now. Slow, pages don't load. Yeah, I had I had awful time with it today. So I think they're doing some work on it today. I hope, because it was a dog. Yeah, we're getting into some mountains. Here's a good one. My brother-in-law called. The city showed up and started inspecting his house. They said it's not up to code and you have to fix everything. House was like 50 years old. It's like, well, if I own it, you get the hell out of it. Oh, what happened there, Dave? Did you crash? Whoa! Jesus! The hell was that? And who was that? Gunner? Why didn't you show up as a raider? I have the new one in there. Crash landing. Like 50-year-old house. First of all, most states, once your house is, as long as it's your house and you own it, once you got your occupancy certificate, they can't come back and recheck it. I know Valheim is one I thought about, but it's got more going for it. It's one I looked at, but we looked at so many trying to figure out one that would work, and just kept hitting the old, I don't know. Am I missing a friggin' beacon here? Whoa, why am I not seeing it? I just flew the damn same version, I think, unless you got a different version that I've got already. You have a series of Valheim coming? Cool. Oh, we don't have yearly inspections of our houses up here. We don't have it every 10 years. We don't have it. Once you bought it, and you got your certificate of occupancy, it's done. As long as you're not renting it to anyone, you don't have to have it inspected ever again. Hello, Mr. Shondale. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, apparently they do in Michigan. Well, that sucks. And I am not seeing this next friggin' blinky light. I can see Icarus's blinky lights, but I'm not seeing the next light on this path. Oh, there it is. I see it now. It's on the peak over there. Mr. Shondale, I hope you are feeling well. Everything's going good. Wow, that sucks. That really does. Here we don't have that. As long as you're not renting it, you don't have to get another certificate of occupancy or inspection until you sell it. Hey, Big Al. Big Al's playing. Welcome. Hope everything's good. Ah, they want to try to condemn it because somebody else wants the property. That happens a lot in city situations. They're pulling some fast ones. That's not unusual. Even in small towns, they pull that shit. Small town up here tried to do eminent domain on Main Street. And they said the property value went down. It's in Lake Placid. Property values haven't gone down in that town in 50 years. Oh, Mr. Brett. Mr. Brett nailed that one. Finally, somebody got it. Somebody got it. Yes, we are. That is the one we're going to be playing. Oh, they have a freeware biplane crop duster? Ooh, and it's a Grumman. How is it? I see work in progress, but how is it? You paid a fortune for the lot and didn't build a new house on it? They're mad. Calculators. that was Gammy's code or clue was calculators. Just new to you. Yeah, we're going to be playing Satisfactory, so hopefully a couple of you guys can join in. If you have it. It's on sale for under 20 bucks. And they are keeping up with their huge monster updates recently. It's kind of like, you know, the factory games, which you do from the top down, where you got to mine the resources and build this and build that to get the build better resources and build that. Well, it's like that, but it's in a 3D survival world. It's like a factory game, but it's 3D survival at the same time. It's got all the aspects of a factory builder, top-down, isometric factory builder, but it's full 3D. And there's mean monsters in it too, so. Do you build Satis? I'm not sure I'm following that. It's got a pretty heavy progression system. And you build factories to build the next level, to build the next level. The goal is to get enough stuff off the planet. Satisfactory. Oh. Now I get it. My poor brain. My poor brain's not working well. I get what you're saying. Satisfactory. Maybe that's the end game. You have to build a Satis. Oh, this is pretty up through here. Desert Hills. I don't know why the hell I'm seeing a 737. I just loaded and flew the B-21. A week or so, week or two. Gammy's on vacation. Now we got to figure out the logistics of the server. He thinks he's looking at the conditions. He thinks he can locally host a server on one of his old machines that he's got dedicated. If not, I may be able to fire it up on one of my servers. But wintertime is probably not the best place to have a server at my house because freaking internet goes down a lot. But there's a lot to it, and they're still continually updating it. It's not like they just left it in pre-release. There's been some monster updates to it recently. I'm only in like level 2. I just started level 3, and I'm 30 some odd hours in, 40 hours in. I'm just to level 3, so it's pretty intense. Because we also got to decide if we're going to do multiple, each do our own bases and connect them to build stuff, or if we'll all join together to work on one giant base. Now we got to discuss all that. So it's going to be another like 2 weeks. Well, I'm not knocking. Heaven knows I get a lot of playtime out of time again. I got huge amounts of hours on this thing in the last couple of weeks. I can say that. Well, I say that, and I realize I've got over 700 hours in this thing in a year. And that's just the flying time, not all the rest of the time doing all this stuff. Your brother was playing it too? You know, I got hours and hours and hours in this sim. I got 700 playing. He's upside down. Yeah, I think it's going to be better to all work together on one giant monster server. East USA. Yeah, you got to grow your city so you can make it bigger. All right. Where's the next blinky light? Because honestly, I don't see it. It's over this way. Oh, there it is. Now I can see it. Right there. Oh, shit. Oh, there he is. I see you. Mr. Shondell, welcome along. Welcome to the Grumpy Old Bastard Squadron. Flying along tonight. I don't know how much farther we got to go tonight. I don't even know where the hell I'm at. That's what I love about this. Flying these markers. I do have a cheat sheet in case. I did have them all marked off on a VFR map. Like I say, I want to try to run one of these with 4 or 5 people flying along in daytime with no name tags or anything. I'm in. Yeah, it is. That's the stock line. Very hacker movie. I'm in. But try a daylight flight of one of these routes with no name tags. I think it'll be fun. No name tags, no cheat sheet. Turn it all off. The markers were originally put here for airmail to get across the country. There was routes that went from New York to Salt Lake, and then from Salt Lake to Pasco and then on to Washington State and Seattle. And then they went from San Francisco to Seattle, and they went from... They also split at Salt Lake. Some went north up here to Washington State, and then they also split and went south to... it was either LA or San Francisco as well, to the south. And this guy has been... And Icarus and I spent... several months ago, we spent weeks, literally weeks, flying along trying to find ones that were still there. Some of the arrows are still there. Some are. Most are gone. All the towers are gone. And the buildings are gone. But some of the arrows are still there. And we spent hours and hours and hours over weeks trying to find the arrows in the sim. The ones that, that are still visible. And then he hit me up a couple weeks ago and says, hey, some dude's been putting them back. So they were in the 1920s, man, with this flying airmail when they had nothing but a compass and these blinky lights and arrows painted on the ground to get from the next one to one to the next. And like I said earlier, his next route, he's done Salt Lake to Seattle and Salt Lake to Tacoma at the split in Pasco. So he's got those 3 routes done. And the next route that's coming out as part of the next update, he said not too much longer, is going to be the entire San Francisco route from San Francisco to Seattle. There's no always some fucker with movement for a laugh. Yeah, that would suck. Are they 51 feet high and the arrows were 51 feet long? The towers are 51 feet high. I don't know why the hell they chose 51 feet, but 51 I think it is. I don't know why they chose such an odd number, but they did. Point them in a different direction. Could you imagine? Somebody go out and paint green over it and paint an arrow going the other direction, off some other direction. You'd fly around for days to run out of fuel trying to find the next one. Old-fashioned navigation. But the whole point was, as long as you could see the... I got Tiger Moth a little slow in the Moth, isn't it? I think that only does like 60. $60 or $80, and these do about 100. Well, the whole point of having the light was, if you could see the light, you knew you wouldn't fly into anything between you and the light. As long as you could see the light, you were at a clear shot. The arrows set your compass heading for the next one, so you could get to it without the light, but the light allowed you to, as long as you had enough altitude to see the light, you were safe to fly to it. About 10 miles, yeah. Most of the average distance is about 10 miles. Some are much closer together, depending on if they're going around corners and whatnot, but the average distance is 10 miles. Like there's one canyon section, which is down at River Canyon, that they put red and green beacon lights along the canyon walls so you could fly through without slamming into the canyon, because there was no way to see the next light. You need to start dropping ballast, Sean. You can do without the booze and the hooker. It'll go faster. What's the distance? But yeah, sure. You'd be quicker cycling. Yeah, the Moth is fun, but it's slow. Same with the J4. It's real slow. I like flying the J4. I actually thought about doing it for one of these streams, but I'd have to do like a 50-mile. Instead of a 200-mile stint, I'd have to do a 50-mile stint. But in the description, there's a link to the fictitious airmail liveries for the Stearman, and as well as the beacons mod. It's called the Arrows Across America. Aptly named. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. The last couple of times I've just flown for fun in the sim has been on one of these routes. I did that night. I did one at night in VR with clear skies and the moon. I said it was a full moon. So that was cool. Hey, no worries, Sean. We'll see you when you get back. Yeah, it must take the guy ages. Yeah, because each one of the buildings, I mean, if he just went and plonked them all down, it'd be great, but the arrows are all different angles. Most, or several are straight, but most of the airports, or arrows are all different. Some have airports, and he built them. The ones that actually had emergency landing airports at them, or refueling airports, he built those. And he actually numbered the roof of every single one of these. Like the originals. And I'm off course. Why am I off course? There it is. But he actually numbered the buildings, the right proper numbers on them. What I do to stream VR for one eye, and then at least the GPS coordinates are in the database. They have a database of all the original GPS coordinates of all the things back when they were put in, so that's there. I think I missed one. Oh well. But what I do is I put it in Streamlabs with both eyes because I don't have Steam. If you got Steam, Steam's really easy because Steam you can pick a VR view and it'll make one for you and you can just stream that window. But if you don't have Steam, you have to take Streamlabs and zoom in on one eye. VR is working beautifully for me. I just can't stream in it. When I stream in it, I get some stutters I don't like. But if you got Steam, when you open Steam VR, if you use Steam VR, you can set an actual single screen that's one eye screen. It's real easy to do with Steam. Because I played around with streaming some other VR games like Truck Sim, and it's stupid easy to do. Where otherwise, like when I stream, I have to go into Streamlabs and just zoom it in and slide it over to catch only one eye. So I make one eye the size of the capture screen. But the Steam VR for Truck Sim, I streamed Truck Sim as a test and it was real easy. But the VR is working incredible for flying. I love it. It has gotten so smooth lately. But there's just some artifacts when I stream it that my computer I think is just not fast enough to handle them both right now. It hasn't been since DX12, so i7 13 gen, and I'll see my 3060 was fine. I didn't need a 3080. Everywhere need to test my VR. Look, I fly smooth as silk with my VR on a 2080 RTX 2080, 2060, 2080. I don't know, one of the two. I think it's the 2080. All negatives, just a bad cold with asthma issues. I just got a cold gun. At least it's not worse. Uh-oh, there's the blinky. Yeah, I've got the i7. But I only have the 2080. And when you tweak the settings, you can get it to run incredibly smooth. Well, I'm glad she doesn't have the Rona. The G2 setting, the OpenXR toolkit, the NVIDIA setting, all of it. Yeah, once you finally dig into the settings and figure out what does what, watch some tutorials. You can really nail it down to, oh, this is a turn. Yep, there it is. Once you finally figure out what setting does what, and you watch the videos or tutorials of how to set them. There's Bernie Sanders. Shoot him down. The dude, we're so, I mean, he runs on the Communist Party ticket, which is riot, but the man's like, everybody's equal. We got to give to everybody. Everybody's got to be half the same. Everybody's got to be totally equal. I have 3 houses. 2 of them are on the lake. Oh, I love Bernie. Man's never had a job a day in his life. Quite literally, never had a job. He was in college, and the Burlington City Council was going to cut funding to something. He got mad, so he ran for the council. Got elected. He's been getting elected ever since. COVID 3 years. I bloody avoided it. Christmas Day from some of the bloody relatives. Oh, man. I actually cut some of those. I cut some of them down, and when you, it's funny, certain things you can cut down in the sim that you, especially in VR, you're never going to see anyways. Yeah, you can start cutting stuff off, like you really don't give a shit about how high detailed the grass is. You know, unless you're on the grass runway, it really doesn't matter. Window reflections. There's no goddamn window. You know, there's things that you can cut way down and help improve your VR that you never see anyways. I was having issues with the cars. This is just recently I've had the cars back on since DirectX 12 because I had to shut them off in VR because they were causing all kinds of lag issues with the VR. And all of a sudden they got crap and haven't used it in a while. Yeah, I got hit hard. Everything went to shit there after one of the updates, and I finally got it all working again. I'm happy. I just can't stream with it. I've got all the settings tweaked where I want it. It's really smooth. And it's funny because when I stream, if I turn my head quick, I can see black bars off to the sides. And it freaks me out. I don't like it. It's not that it freaks me out. I don't like it. And people are going to see that. I know it, man. You told me about it. I almost bought one Black Friday, but it's like I already have a totally different brand. And if I had 2 brands on my machine, I think it would get mad, blow up. So I don't have the bars when I'm flying by myself, but when I have those little tiny bars when I move my head quick in streaming, I don't think it would work well. Speaking of that, Xenon, how are you doing with yours? Did you get it back up yet? Get it run smooth again? I hope. Yeah, if it scrolls, great. And you just turn off stuff that you're just not going to ever see. And make sure you and if you're going to head for a city or anything like that, pre-cache it. That's all. Hey, Wes! Long time no see. I see you're coming back. Good to see, but it's like 4:30 in the morning for me, so I probably won't make it. I may catch the tail end of it. Good to see you again. The problem with Microsoft Flight Sim is it's a pig, so you have to cut down some of the settings. Put everything on high, not ultra, and it'll work fine. Somebody's coming in. Whoa! TBM. Put the gear down. How the hell are you even getting the TBM to go that slow? There's Dave. Who the hell is that? Is that Mr. Sean Dale? No, my voice cracked like I was fucking 12. Oh, I can't see who that is. They're anonymous. Oh, it's Gunner. Okay. There's Sean. Been a while. I'm glad you're back. Last time I talked to you, you were getting on a plane. How the more I learn about certain games, the worse my gameplay becomes. Well, I've told myself, what the hell's the new one coming out that I want to play? It's not Star Citizen. Is it Star Citizen? The new one by Bethesda. The space one? I've told myself I'm watching nothing on it. I'm not watching any pre-games. I'm not watching any I'm watching the trailer. That's it. I am going to play it. And I'm not Starfield. That's it. Starfield. I'm not going to watch anything. I want to go into it completely blind. I want to experience it the way it's supposed to be. The F-14 will do 99 on autopilot if you fly to straight lines. She's not happy about it. Oh, creaking and groaning, but she'll do it. Okay, where's my next marker? I lose it? Oh. Crash. Oh, there it is. Why don't I see the light? Why'd the light quit working? There it is. You're gonna play it too? Yeah, I'm not gonna watch anything before I play it. Like, I'm not gonna watch anything. I'm probably not gonna stream it because I just want to play it. And it's one of those that I'll play probably stupid hours, like 12 or 14 hours in a pop, you know, to eat dinner and break for dinner and break for bathrooms. Just crank it out if I like it. I'm down for cricket New Year's Eve. Awesome. I still don't understand cricket, but Starfield, when it comes out, I'm not watching any of the previews. I'm not watching anybody getting a pre-release copy. I'm not watching anybody stream it. I'm not going to watch anything. I'm going to play the game through, then I'll watch, see what I missed. I don't want to ruin any of it. A few people hanging out back there. Hey, there's Chris too. Awesome. I've seen him in a while. Chilling out back there. Look, I'm going to play it because it's a Bethesda game type, so I'm going to play the damn thing. But I don't want to see all the stuff. Oh, they did this or this spoil. I don't want to. I want to experience the game as it's meant to be. I lost your voice from it. Earth and Starfield, being the makers of it, made good games. They made Fallout. They made Skyrim. You know, so I'm probably gonna. I'm definitely gonna buy it and play it. Haven't heard. Probably not from Bethesda. Bethesda's not real big on the VR games. But somebody will probably make a mod for it. Which is entirely possible. Yeah, next time you play cricket on stream again, you gotta let me know, because send me a message so I can pop on or rewatch it, one of the two, because I'm still trying to figure that shit out. Ooh, I'm in a dive. I'm over in the yellow. I have no idea how much farther we have to go. I'm guessing probably another 45 minutes-ish. It was a 200-mile flight plan. We've been chilling at about 100. Now I've lost the light. Where the hell's my... There it is. You need to go like Shane's stream. Shane's been on a while. Alright, which way are we going? I don't see the next one. It says right over there. Oh, there it is. There we go. Flying up the highway. 49 miles. Yeah, 49. I can't even talk. I finished a while ago. Where the hell is my webpage? I don't even see it now. Machine says it's live because the tab's been open for hours. You've just been drinking down at the pub. Oh, it's amazing when you see some of these streamers. I swear to God, they got bots or something, because it'll be like, or even like Starlink. Oh, Starlink launched in 4 days. 35 people watching, and it's not for another 4 days. They're not watching. It's like 35 waiting. And how this guy, during the college football playoffs, somebody managed to get 20,000 subscribers, and he was illegally posting all the college bowl games. And he managed to get 20,000 subscribers in a monetized channel because it was commercials and shit. And it was illegal. Uh-oh. Grand Poobah pissed you off last night? You're probably just mad you took all the ribs on New Year's. Yeehaw! The Haas truck sim is starting on 10th of January, but just the driving school one. That one's going to be pretty technical, isn't it? I mean, like a lot more realistic. You got to get out and do stuff. Hey, there's Brett in a Raider 2, and I don't see either one of them, and I have the new one. I think you sent me a different one. That's it. You sent me one that's not the same as yours. I don't see either one of you, and I was just flying it like an hour ago, or an hour before the sim started. The stream started. Jesus, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Ow. Dave already broke it, got stuck in a big hole. Told you I had to stop talking because you didn't like what you're talking about? Go fuck yourself, dude. Sorry. You're in the U.S. You can say what you want. You don't like it? Oh well, don't listen. Uh-oh, now Icarus is getting involved. He's gonna chase you with a biplane. Icarus is gonna take out a B-21 with a biplane. With a Stearman. Yeah, that's true. Can't fix stupid. Yep, that's true. Piss off the guy that's got the power. A couple people never to piss off. The guy that can kick you out. And the guy that makes your food, never piss off the guy that makes your food. Ever. Or the person that makes your food, don't ever piss that person off. I was in a steakhouse one day, and I worked in a kitchen high school, busting tables, washing dishes, shit like that. Under the bridge. And one thing I learned back then, I will never, ever, ever send a dinner back to the kitchen. Ever. I don't like it, I won't eat it, I'll go home. You know, I'll pay for it, go home, feed it to the dogs or whatever, but I will never send. Maybe that's the stealth of the B-21. It turns into a regular looking commercial airliner in real life. It shows off as a commercial airliner. That might be it. But like I'm saying, I won't send a meal back. It's just no way. The guy is you, but yeah. But so I was in the steakhouse one day, and my steak was raw, and I like it medium to medium well, and it was raw. And the waitress comes over and she goes, "Oh, you're not eating your steak?" I said, "No, it's not done well." "Oh, I'll take it back to the kitchen." I said, "No, you won't. I'll just cook it when I get home. I'll throw it on my grill and warm it up, cook it the rest of the way. Everything's fine." I said, "I won't send it back to the kitchen." Yeah, he'll spit in it. He'll do all kinds of shit, drop it on the floor. I've seen it happen. I know people love to say it doesn't happen, but I've seen it happen. Ooh, this one goes way over this way. No, there's the airport first. See, some of those arrows aren't lined up quite right, but that's okay. But the manager came over, and I told him, I said, "Look, I worked in the kitchen. There's no way in hell I'm ever sending a meal back. It's not happening." I said, "I'll eat it when I get home. I can throw it on my grill, finish cooking it. Not a big deal." The freaking manager went into the kitchen and got me a new steak. Done right. Put it on my plate. He's like, "Take that one home and eat it." He says, "Don't worry about it. I understand where you're coming from, not wanting to send it back." The arrows, you have to get the mod description. The link's in the description. God, I never thought I'd say that. Hey, Brett Pound. Evening. Hope you're good today. Doing well. The arrows and the beacons are part of a mod. You can occasionally see some of the arrows on the ground. There's a few of them that are still visible. Look at that. How many more stops do we have on this flight? 2. Well, I got a couple stops left. Oh, downloaded it, forgot to put it in the community folder. We had bad food experience, didn't send anything back. But after all said and done, we gave honest opinion of the food service. Not trying to get compelled or anything, just doing better in the future. Yeah, exactly. You know, look, it was a mistake that was made, but I'm not going to send it back. I just won't do it because I'm not going to piss off the guy that makes my food. I learned that a long time ago. These two flying together. Oh, bounce, skid. You guys got to work on that landings. But it was cool though. The manager went right in the back and got a fresh one. Made the way I wanted it, cooked the way I wanted. Where the hell is this light? That it? On that ridge right there? Nope. Probably too low to see it. Yeah, never. That's what we were talking about. Never piss off anybody who makes your food. Simple as that. Never. Well, simple facts. Never piss off the guy that can throw your ass in jail. Never piss off the person that can fire you. Never piss off the freaking person who feeds you. And that one that the person feeds you is probably the biggest one. The kicker is we both making food for sale. We wasn't a hissy fit from us. It was, hey, this literally needs to be looked at by you guys before it becomes a big problem. Yeah. Man, I'm not seeing this one. I must not have anywhere near enough altitude right here. My brother-in-law is a chef. He is the one that got me eating steak medium rare. He's having to do them well done. You know what? I know chefs hate having to do them well done. But a good chef can cook it well done and still have it juicy. That's why most chefs hate to cook them well done, because it dries them out. But a very good chef can cook them well done and they're still juicy. Oh, I can't see this light, or I'm blind. Trying to gain altitude to find it. But he was right. A lot of chefs don't like to cook them that well. But I don't like them raw in the middle. I like it warm and cooked. Which is really funny, because I'll take hamburger, just salt it and eat it with salt and pepper. Oh, now I just see it. Now that you said that, I see it blinking right over the top of the hill right there. There it is. I just didn't have enough altitude on me. Okay, we gotta go look at it if I don't crash trying to check it out. Ha! That's an awesome way to look at it, Brett. That looks good with those three screens like that. How many VGA outputs does your... They're not VGA. I know what I'm trying to say. How many monitor outputs does your new card have? I think there's got to be a balance. After all, we are talking about service industry. You must service the people who are paying you. So if you don't like cooking it that way, customer is right. 4? It's got 4 outputs. Awesome. Yeah, and there's to a point too where the service there are customers who are going to be flat out assholes no matter what you do, so that you can't please. So I get both sides of it, but yeah, if you're cooking my dinner, you should cook it the way I want it. But one of the reasons a lot of chefs don't like to cook well done steak is because they don't know how to cook it so it's not dry, and it is difficult. It is a tricky challenge. You have to sear it something fierce at the start. You got to sear it first and then slow cook it like in an oven to finish it off, and it'll come out perfect. Don't like cooking fish? I don't like grilling fish. I always mess it up. I can't even see the arrow through the trees. It says go that way. And there it is. Look at that. Is that it? Or is there one over here? I don't like fish. I actually live by the rule, no customer is worth keeping. If keeping them means a stroke, yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying, yeah. Customer's always right as long as the customer's not an asshole. I see one way to fuck over there, but it looks like it might be a second or third one. It's always... Yeah, if the customer's an asshole, then it's on him. Be a little shy of 2 hours, a little over 2 hours. Whoa, got some winds there. Yeah, I forget this thing. I did 207 miles, and I figured this thing usually does about 100, but I'm doing about 98, 95, 98. A little bit off on the 2 hours time slot, but not much. Yeah, I hit some chop in that valley back there. I live in Taiwan. I see anything with wings, but not an airplane. Anything with legs, but not a chair. There's my light. I see it now. Is that the airport one? That's the only thing I need my cheat sheet for, because I'm not stopping at the ends. Nope. We'll hit that one and turn right over to that one and then land. Okay, got it. 2 more. I like the occasional fish, but I detest farm fish. Yeah. If you cannot give me the exact species of salmon, but have to call it salmon, that is not something I want to put in my body. Well, that's like scrod. There is no fish that you can go catch that's called a scrod. They don't exist. They're sold all over the place. Oh, I got some fresh scrod. What the fuck is it? It's either cod. There's like 5 different whitefish that can be called scrod and sold under the name scrod. I call it shit cod. That's what I call it. Yeah, going straight in should be right over. Should be right over there. Well, it's probably over. Probably in Australia, they mandate that you say exactly what it is. But in the U.S., they got away with calling it scrod. It could be any number of whitefishes. Like 5 or 6 different whitefishes can all be lumped into scrod. Yep. Scrap cod. Scrap for the trailer fish. Well, that's right. The U.S. is some strange shit anyways. Like, we have flake. The U.S. literally had to get approval. U.S. farmers had to get approval to sell dried plums. To market prunes as dried plums. Because they are dried plums, but they couldn't sell them as dried plums. They had to sell them as prunes. Shark is really good. Provided you do one thing when you go shark fishing. Because the liver is an entire third of the body weight of a shark, if you don't, the second you kill that shark, if you don't gut it and get the liver out, that backs up and the whole damn fish tastes like liver. Consequences of growing up catching your own. Yep. But yeah, shark, I love shark. But if you don't, like I said, if you don't get that liver out, because a third of a body weight of a shark is its liver. If you don't get that out, like while it's still warm and kicking, it backs up and the whole fish tastes like liver. It's awful. Made that mistake. Little black tip reef shark. I made that mistake. I don't like wasting it, but you weren't eating that one. Or it occasionally reminds me of they end up asking, what's the point of occasional furniture? What the hell is it? It's not furniture. Good point. They're just saying, Shane, once you're not supposed to eat the animal? What the fuck? Well, that was tucked away in the bushes. I'm pretty sure it's a hard right. See if we, yeah, you're going to be able to see the arrow. Can't even see the building. Oh, yeah, there's the arrow. It should take us right to the airport, which I can't see now. I can see it from back over there. Oh, I didn't turn hard enough right. That's why I can't see it. That's way off. Where the hell's this little dinky ass airport? Because it's one of the Blinky Tower airports. So it's tiny. There it is. Gunner's down there. Oh, well, I don't have to worry about that. I think I'm a year to the monkey. I wouldn't want to eat monkeys anyways. It'd be too much like eating relatives. Telling you, if you got a bad one, it's because somebody killed it without taking the liver out. It's amazing how bad that makes it taste. Slip it in here. Still going too fast. This thing has no flaps, no brakes. You just cram the rudder and slow her down. Oh, too slow. Too slow, too fast. Oh, no. Up. Don't stall. Come on, you get over the trees right here. You can do it. You can put. No. Fuck. Wingtip stall. Son of a bitch. I'm flying great. How are you flying? Oh, wrong way. We're going to try again. Maybe. Pay no attention to me. I gotta find the airport. It's over there. There it is. Alright, let's try again here. I stalled. I could tell I was going to stall too. That's the worst part. I forgot this old engine doesn't put the power on like a nice turboprop or a nice high horsepower piston engine. This old rotary just like grunting for all the power it could get. Alright. That was a horrible landing. Now I'm coming way too fast. I'm going to go long. And going into trees on the other side. Son of a bitch. Alright. Really? Come this whole flight to watch me screw up the landing twice? No. You can do it. You can do it. I know you can. I have faith. I'm taking out trees, but I'm still in the air. Yeah, I know. Then I got too conservative and went too fast. You got a happy medium in there somewhere. And I'm still not flight worthy. There's all those power lines. I'm sinking like a stone. Power lines. Power lines. Oh shit. I don't know how I did that. I flew between them. Small tree mount. Damn right. I already have it on and I'm doing I'm doing shit. I'm gonna stall. What the hell? I can't seem to get my engine tweaked out at all. Nope, 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 nope. I'm just going to end this in the trees, I think. I want to get over there and get a screenshot, but maybe somebody else will take one. I'm just doing freaking terrible. Holy shit. I'm doing absolutely shit. And I don't know why. I'm usually pretty good with landing these old biplanes. I'm doing absolutely freaking terrible. Yeah, you're all still here? There's no getting away with not landing this, huh? It's 60, it sinks like a stone. At 80, it's too fast. So I gotta be somewhere around 65. Ugh. Don't have to take it down. Alright. Wait, that's not... I'm gonna... What the hell am I doing? There we go. Looks like Brett went a little bit long, too. Of course, he's in a jet. I could jump out, I know it. Come on, we'll hit the brakes. Come on. Still too fast. Come on. I'm trying to... Whoa! There we go. There we go. We're a little better. God damn it. We're down. Oh, hey, look at that. We're down. We're on the runway. Oh, wait. Hey, look at there. How many people do you know can do that? I'm on the runway. I'm not on the runway. I'm as close as I'm going to get. I'm not even going to bother. I just did a backflip. Or a front flip. 2 of them. Where's Rudin? He's got to give me at least a 6 for that. Oh, shit. Come on. Fire up. I want to get a screenshot of me being an idiot. There we go. Oh, Jesus. My drone's even upside down. What the hell is that thing? A fish? That's so strange. Where's Brett? There's Brett. We'll get Brett in here too. Those are horrible friggin'. Oh, 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 Chris is freaking flipping it in here too, so I don't feel bad now. I gotta practice my landings in this thing. My engine's conked out. I'm not even gonna move it. I want to thank the grumpy old bastard for fly along. Mr. M-Fist, aka Chris. We got Icarus over there. We got Armageddon, aka Dave. We got Tasmanite, also known as Brett Plays. We got Mr. Before Gunner over there, who's also the hanger, the creator of the B-21. Did I get him? We got Mr. Sean Dale flew along, who's also Sean Dale outside the sim. I want to thank everybody for the Grumpy Old Bastard Squadron for flying along. And I want to thank everybody for hanging out in the chat and putting up with my shit as usual. We're going to start off with Mr. Big L playing Mr. Sean Dale. We got Gunner. We got Xenon. We got Brett Plays. We got Brett Pound. Cthulhu Head. I think we said Big L's gaming already, but we're going to say it again. What else we got in here? We got Cthulhu. I'm going to miss somebody along the way. Brett Plays. I always miss somebody. We had Rudin. I think we had moderator Tim showed up. We had Wes made it. And we had William Kelly. And I think that's everybody. No, who else? That's it. I think. And Dave. I think it's everybody. Hey, thanks you guys for flying along, hanging out. Grumpy Old Bastard Squadron. I appreciate y'all. It was a lot of fun. The landing sucked balls. That's what it is with me. Some days it just can't land. Just can't fly. Thanks again, guys. Hope New Year gets better than this landing. I hope, Brett, you feel better. I hope the wife feels better. Hey, Mr. Shondale, thank you so much, man. Wait to the end. Really appreciate it, Chief. We'll turn that into a giveaway somewhere or another. I appreciate it, mister. It means a lot to me. We'll pass that on. It will go back to somebody else along the way. On that note, guys, I got to get out of here. It's late. I'll be flying tomorrow night to hang out. We're going to have the B-21s. I don't know what the hell else we're going to do, but we're going to race some hell tomorrow and just hang out. No real flight plans. So until the next one, guys, take care of each other. Look out for yourself. And I'm out of here. Thanks, guys.